welcome back to my channel. My name is JaNay. Hello to everyone who is new. I upload every Wednesday and Sunday, Wednesdays at 12 p.m. and Sundays at 10 a.m. Now, let me know down in the comments down below if you just want me to upload 12 p.m. both Wednesdays and Sundays. That way it's the same time, just different day. Also, if you would please follow me on my Instagram as well as my Twitter. Both of them are here. They're also at the end slate of each and every video, or almost each and every video, but it is definitely in the description box always. But if you would kindly follow me on both of those platforms, that would be awesome. Sometimes I turn to either one of them or both of them to get ideas for videos, get your guys' opinion and input, or get questions for Q&A videos. But if you guys aren't following me, I can't get your feedback. So for today's video, we are going to be talking about the new Dior Forever foundation that just recently launched, and I have the shade 4W. I was actually matched for this shade as well as another one. I can't remember the number, but this one was the lighter one of the two, and I'd rather have a lighter foundation versus a darker foundation. I know we're slowly going into springtime, and that's just so amazing, but I know for the summer my skin definitely gets very tan in the sun, so I'm gonna have to switch up a lot of my foundations. But I definitely wanted to try this one. What drawn me to it the most was the fact that it is matte. I love any kind of matte foundation because I have very oily skin, especially in my T-zone area. We've talked about this before, and because we are going into warmer months, the oils are definitely going to be building up a whole lot more. This foundation is a medium to full coverage foundation, and it's supposed to last up to 24 hours, and it's supposed to have a velvety matte finish to it, so we'll definitely be trying that out. Now, I want to read a few things off of Sephora, what it claims, and all of that good stuff. So straight off of Sephora, it says that the coverage is medium, like I said. It has a matte finish. Obviously, it's a liquid formula, and it's for dry, normal combination and oily skin. So it's perfect for me, and it also has SPF 35 in it. So it has two highlighted ingredients in the foundation. The first one is a pansy extract hydration booster, and this is supposed to help protect the skin from drying. It's supposed to leave it soothing, and it's also supposed to make it look smoother and more radiant. It also has rosehip extract, which is what they say the star ingredient for Dior Forever foundation. It helps protect the skin from external aggressors and reduces the appearance of pores. You guys know lately I've just been having so much trouble with my cheek area, the pores in that area, so any foundation that's gonna not cure it but help it is definitely one that I would lean more towards, because anything to help it look less pory is always great. They also have the same foundation in a glow format to make the skin look more radiant. So if you want more of a radiant finish versus a matte finish, then definitely check out that foundation. But like I said, for me, matte is the way to go. For every foundation that you buy from Sephora, you can always go onto the Sephora app or Sephora.com, and you can go to that specific foundation and it should tell you how to use it. So for this one, it says to begin by patting a small amount onto the zones that need to be concealed, then blend with smoothing strokes. If you would like a completely uniform coverage over the entire face, which is what I want, you're going to apply the formula with a foundation brush. The formula wears up to 24 hours, meaning you won't need touch-ups throughout the day. Okay, so since I am testing this foundation, I want to do what it said as far as using a brush, but I also want to use a beauty sponge. Well, I'm actually going to use a clean Morphe sponge to apply it to half of my face. So I'm going to do half with a beauty sponge, the other half with a brush like it suggested, and see which one I like better. Before we begin, I have to prime my face because I have not primed yet, and I've been waiting to use this primer. This is the Tatcha Silk Canvas Primer, and it's a filter finish. Invisible layers of silk instantly filter away imperfections and impurities for alluring skin all day and over time. So I have not used this yet, but I absolutely cannot wait. I said before that they say that the Catrice Prime and Fine is a dupe for this. I have used the Catrice and I do love it. It's an affordable price, so you can't beat the price for the Catrice. So I'm really interested to see how well or how much I like this one, but this video isn't about this. I just need to prime my face, and I thought I would mention that I am using this for the first time. I know this video is not about this, but I just want to say that the Catrice one is just a little bit more like a liquid lotiony feeling when you apply it. This one has more of a tougher grit, which I actually kind of like and enjoy better. But so I definitely feel like that primer kind of matted my face just a little bit, which helps. So now for the application of the foundation. So I have it right here. I'm going to shake it just a little bit. And then I'm going to first do the brush. So I'm going to put the brush on my right side. So I'm just going to move this hair behind my ear. And whenever you get a new foundation, you got to like pump it a few times before it actually comes out. Okay. So I did 2 pumps on the back of my hand. And I'm going to take my brush. This is the Morphe Jaclyn Hill Collab JH03 brush. And I'm going to just press this into my skin. I feel like pressing it is like the best way to apply your foundation without like using too much of it, you know. Definitely love the color choice. I'm gonna brush it a little bit on the side down here. So far this foundation does feel very lightweight on my face. I'm loving the coverage of it so far. It's not, like I said, it's not like a full coverage foundation, which I typically enjoy. Like, I like my full coverage glam every once in a while, but I don't like it like for all the time every day. So I think this is like a really nice foundation, and it definitely has that soft velvety matte look going on. Like, so this is without anything. This is with the foundation, and I had like breakout going on in this area, and it covered it up pretty well. This whole side of my face is done, and I still have a little bit left on my hand. So I would say I need just about a pump to do one half of the face. So this next pump with the brush would definitely cover the other half of my face, and I think I would be set. So this side is done, and now we are going to do this side with the beauty sponge. But I have to wet this Morphe sponge because it is super dry and brand new, fresh out the package. So I'll be right back, and then we can apply to this side of the face. So we're back, and the Morphe sponge is now wet and damp. And now I'm just going to tap whatever is on my hand and place it down on my skin. So the one thing I do want to say is that I feel like I'm definitely going to need more product using a sponge versus using the brush. Like I said, that one pump that I used on the right side of my face was more than enough with the brush. With the sponge, I'm having to put more product on the back of my hand to apply it. So far, I think I'm liking the brush better. I don't know. I think I'm liking the brush better. For one, it definitely saves more product using the brush. And 2, I feel like I have to go over certain areas with the sponge because it's not covering. But overall, it's a nice finish. They look almost the same, but I think I really just like the brush side better. Now if I wanted a more full coverage look, I probably would do the brush and then go over it with the second layer with the sponge maybe. This is definitely a brush type of foundation. You know, you just have those certain foundations sometimes where you can only use a certain thing for them. And for this one, I just honestly feel like it's a brush type of foundation. And I don't mind that because I have brushes, and typically I use my sponges all the time, but I'm trying to get back in the groove of using makeup brushes because I have so many and I don't even use them. So I don't mind, and I really love the way that it looks with the brush. So what I am going to be doing is putting concealer on to see how the base looks fully done. So conceal and powder, and then I can give my final thoughts. But I am going to be using the Fenty Beauty concealer. I was going to go for the Tarte Shape Tape. I promise you guys that's like my go-to concealer, which I need to purchase more of because I'm almost out of it. I use it so much. But I was like, let me try to switch things up. So I'm just going to apply the Fenty. Now, if you guys watched my review on this, I did mention that you should try to just do one section at a time with this, because it does get kind of like tacky if you let it get too dry. So that's what I'm going to do this time, and I'm just going to apply that. So I think that applied very well. On top of it, it looks really nice. Now I'm just going to use the Derma Blend Banana Powder to add some lightening effect underneath my eyes just a little bit more. And I did not mean to use this damp sponge, but it's just what I grabbed. I meant to use a dry sponge because somebody was saying, I don't remember who it was, that they applied their powder with the dry sponge, not a wet sponge. So I wanted to see what that would be like, but I guess I'll save it for another time. So that's with everything applied. So I have foundation, I have concealer, I have powder, and that's it. I'll do the rest of my face off camera, but this is it for this video. I do want to say I really do love the way everything turned out. And then after applying the concealer and the powder on the entire face, honestly, I can't tell the difference between which side was the brush and which side was the sponge. It really didn't make that big of a difference. They both equally look the same, honestly. So I would say now, not necessarily that you have to use a brush, you can use a sponge if you'd like, but for me, I'm just gonna continue using the brush. But I do love the foundation. It is very beautiful on the face and it looks flawless, and it has that mateness to it, but it also has a little bit of glow. So it's like that velvety look like they claimed. I really do love it. I don't know if it's gonna stay on or how long it's gonna last, or if I'm gonna start to get oily and all that other jazz, but I'm not gonna do a wear test today just because I know I'm not gonna get the chance to sit back down in front of the camera and update you guys as the day goes on. So I won't do that. But in a future video, I can definitely let you guys know how I'm liking the foundation. But so far, as of right now, for it to be something that I just sat down to try, I really, really do like it. And I think, I have a feeling that this is going to be like my go-to foundation. So let me know what you guys think of the application on me. If you've tried it, any of that, just let me know down in the comments down below. This is something that I do highly recommend. I'm loving the foundation, like I said, and I have never tried the original Dior Forever foundation, but just speaking for this one in itself, it's something that I do truly like. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it was very informative and helpful, and I will see you guys in the next video or vlog, whichever one comes first.